Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So I am slowly catching up with my Alliance War videos, and this is going to be about the third war where I am using Cassie more frequently, and I do think that the improvement is going to be noticeable. But most importantly, in my last war I had a picture perfect ebony mole fight that I definitely can't wait to share with you in the next war, basically when I upload the next war video. So this time around, we are up against DSVG. Again, regular matchup that we have. Very capable and awesome alliance. Shout out to everybody in DSVG. And yeah, I will be using Archangel, Chavez, and Cassie. Both Chavez and Archangel will have one fight each, and the rest of it will be done by Cassie. Now, this isn't going to be the longest war for me, but still, we are going to get to see, well, Cassie put in some work. So first off, I do need to go up against this Wong. There's Snowballing Fury, No Hit, No Mercy, and Underhanded Comment, so we're fine. We're basically fine. And it's Wong, and the only thing that Wong really... Well, we're basically dealing with everything that Wong could do to us by using Cassie to begin with, and on top of it all, Cassie often knocks Wong down, so we don't even really need to pay attention to those charges for most part. And here we are going to go. And obviously, we're just going to start off by charging a heavy attack here. And the AI decides to screw me over. As always. Oh, I hate it when this happens. I swear to God, the AI is just making the life unbearable. I will probably have another video coming out about AI in a few days. And there is something to talk about, because Kabam officially has acknowledged, in my opinion, the problem with AI by making certain choices that we are going to see very, very soon. Meanwhile, Cassie is still doing work. Yes, I don't have anywhere near as many power things as I should at this point, but slowly but surely we are taking care of business. I can parry Wong, so that basically means this fight's super simple. Wong is only like somewhat of a difficult defender when you can't really parry him, in my opinion. And obviously if you're forced into a bad matchup. But for most part, even Cassie would be a great counter, even if you can't parry him. But in general, if you can parry Wong, then I don't think he's all that difficult. And he went down fairly fine. Next up, we are going to go up against Nick Fury, and that's an Archangel fight. That's relatively self-explanatory. Archangel's just gonna go up against Nick Fury, and there's not going to be too much to see. Archie does what Archie does, and by the way, guys, if some of you watched my Morbius video, there was some sort of a comment running around, like because I pointed out that Morbius only does like 5 of the 30 most kind of like common and tricky matchups in Battlegrounds and Alliance War. And there are like 3 people who says like, oh, run Archangel through the same list and see how many he does. Well, he did about 15. So that's still like 3 times better. Obviously, we all know about Archangel, the fact that, whatever he does pretty much the best. Not to mention the amount of nodes that he shuts down. But it was a worthwhile thought experiment, I suppose. But yeah, no, Archangel takes way more fights that matter that Morbius does. Just putting it out there. Anyways, Nick Fury is meanwhile slowly but steadily going down. I do not need to worry about block damage, because this is the only fight I'm going to use Archangel for. And yeah, that Nick just is dead in a minute, which, is fairly standard time. I think most of the rank 4 Archangel fights against the Nick Fury in Battlegrounds also last approximately just under a minute. Next up, though, I need to go and beat up Munash's Mojo. And obviously, I do have a perfect champion for that. It is going to be Cassie. And Cassie does very well against Mojos. And in this one, I think the only thing that I needed to worry about is not block special attacks or something like that. It doesn't matter too much, because we don't plan on eating any specials to the face. Cassie against Mojo, yet again, is an absolutely fantastic time. I started with 96%, didn't even heal it up. And we can definitely, again, notice that I feel much, much more confident using Cassie in general, even if I do make some small mistakes. Now here I am charging my heavy attack throughout the level 1. That helps me get a lot more power things a lot quicker. Now here I wasn't like super sure that I will have enough pin particles. So I just went ahead and finished combo with light to apply that poison, get some more charges in, and now I go in to get more power stings. At this point, I have 28 power stings. I'm gonna finish the combo with light. He's still taunted. Doesn't really want to throw it, but that's fine. I don't really care. Now he throws it, and I'm just gonna go for level 2 and delete that mojo. This level 2, by the way, hit for like 120k. Or it would have been 120k had he not died before the last hit. And now we have Ebony Maw. And this matchup again, I have done it well, I have done it relatively poorly. This is a bit different node, but it'll be fine. And the only thing that Cassie doesn't counter here is the falter itself. As long as I keep knocking Ebony Maw down frequently enough, I will be perfectly fine. Now here I do use the 1 health potion, so we have again reduced the amount of those that we use, which I'm super happy. And again, I just, by having used Cassie in these matchups with these nodes in these circumstances now a bit more frequently, I genuinely do feel like a lot more confident about it and with it. And now I can see that I'm just gonna get that Ebony Maw in corner. I'm gonna wait until he tries to strike me. I'm gonna chain in my level 1. I perhaps should have knocked him down, but I figured I'm going to do that this time around. I think it was more important to get those power stings on Ebony Maw. And nope, now I made a mistake again. I should not have charged that heavy attack. I should have just, hit him in his block in the corner. We nearly got punished for that, but it's fine. We're still at very nice and even 100% health, and that Ebony Maw has seen better days. And now I'm going to drop a heavy attack, get him to 21 power things, and he just explodes himself. And the final fight of this war is going to be... Is this the final one? I think it is the final one. I'm going to be using America Chavez against this Adam Warlock. Now, a teammate of mine sent over a video of how he did this fight. I'm going to do it a bit different. Maybe it's a bit worse, but it's definitely a lot cheesier, I suppose. So we have Power Snack, 1 too many hits, Prowess, Build Up, Unblockable, and obviously Adam Warlock. Now, the annoying thing about Adam Warlock in generic matchups would be the fact that he gains power over time as well, plus Power Snack, potentially he could be throwing a lot of special attacks. The cool thing about Chavez is that you can reverse his power gain, and now I think I'm gonna get hit here once, but now I am reversing his power snack, I am reversing his natural power gain, and that's more or less what I'm going to be doing here. I'm not going to be fussed about activating my level 1s or doing much else, so he barely gets any power. So Indestructible 3 boost here kind of saved me, but those level 1 hits wouldn't have done too much anyways. And I have all my thingies active. I can just spam my heavy attacks. Happy days. Do not seem to encounter the resist mastery, which kind of made me get carried away with my heavy attacks. Then I'm just going to drop my level 3, which is going to activate 1 of each dimension as well, just FYI. But I do have several ones of the power reversal that are active. Just going to wait until he enters his stasis pod, and the fight is very quickly, very much so, over. So, America Chavez can be quite cheesy. Obviously, in war, you do need to be careful from the resist, standing ground mastery, but it didn't seem to have it. So I just kind of started having fun in that match. And I was one of the last people to fight in my team, and we actually ended up barely squeaking a win here. So we finally got another strike in our win column. We are slowly but surely making a comeback. Because it definitely did not have the best start of the season. At the start of this war, we were in plat 1 still. And I believe the start of the next one as well. So that's definitely not where we want to be, especially with the improved Alliance War rewards. So we are 100% going to do what we can to get, at the very least, a Masters finish, but ideally a top 10 finish. And yeah, I definitely look forward to uploading the next war video, which will also have some more Cassie gameplay, and you definitely guys will see again how I just become more and more comfortable using that champion, I think is kind of like a cool way, especially if you guys are watching some of the war videos like one after another, because you can clearly see the difference in how scrappy the gameplay was initially and how it gradually cleans itself up. And yeah, that's about it for this war video. I'm gonna catch you guys soon. Bye bye. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about